Hello and welcome to Ask the Process Pro. Thank you for joining. In this program, I'm going to talk about workplace challenges faced by working professionals at their workplaces and how to deal with those challenges. Today's question is asked by Chandan Sen, and Chandan's question is: I have been recently promoted as a manager of a team of 15 members. It's a new team and I am a first time manager and I'm finding it really difficult. Non-cooperation from the members make my job really challenging. It seems some of them don't like me as their leader of the team, and their non-cooperation leading to missing out on delivery commitments to my customers. The team environment is toxic. It seems like I'm failing as a leader. Please advise. First of all, thank you so much, Chandan, for reaching out to me. Your question has taken me 23 years back when I was assigned the leadership role for the first time. So I can totally relate to your problem. So before I talk about Chandan's problem, what my 30 years experience and my knowledge that I gathered from some of the world's best coaches and guides taught me that given any problem, there are multiple solutions. And what I talk about in this program is just one solution. That is my perspective based on my knowledge and experience, and also based on the limited information that has been shared with me. So those of you who are watching this video, I would be open to your views, what you think would be the way you will deal with this situation. So please share your views in the comment section below. Coming back to today's question, congratulations, Chandan, for being promoted as a manager. It's very thoughtful of you to acknowledge that there is an issue that you want to deal with at such an early stage of your career with so much maturity. As a work-life freedom coach, I appreciate your positive intent asking for help. It shows that you want a solution and not a confrontation. And that's the first step towards solution. So great job there. So before I get into the problem and the solution, let me share with you the thumb rule of leadership here. To you as a leader, between you and your team always comes first. Look, 95% of designated leaders fail badly in discharging their leadership responsibilities because their judgment when it comes to their team is clouded by their likes and dislikes rather than what is in the interest of their team. As a leader, many times you have to walk on the tightrope, have to take unpopular decisions, but as long as those decisions are in the interest of the team, those decisions would always pay dividend in the long run. Now coming back to your problem, what I learned from my experience is, in a team, roughly 15 to 20% of the members are those who are good and don't usually complain if they get to do what they like. So these guys are not part of the problem. Around 60 to 70% of the people are those typical members who are the floating population. These people are not the troublemakers, but they are vulnerable. They get influenced easily based on their interest. However, they are also not the root cause of the problem. It's the remaining 10 to 15% who are the real troublemakers. And it's these 10 to 15% who are the rotten apples influence the floating population and create the bigger impact. And these 10 to 15% are the root cause of the problem. By the way, when I'm saying that they are the problem does not mean the solution lies in getting rid of them. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because as a leader, your greatest victory lies in bringing these 10 to 15% of troublemakers under your control and work in the team's interest along with the rest. And in my experience, I've seen some of these troublemakers become more loyal and productive than many of the rest. However, the question is, how would you bring them around? And you can do it by isolating them from the floating population. Because if they don't have the support of the floating members, they fall back in line. And this can be done with a reconciliation approach and not with a vindictive approach. And how do you do that? 3 magic words: communication, transparency, and integrity. Since it's a small team, my advice would be to setting up one-to-one meetings with each team member on regular basis once a week initially. Call it a performance review call. The purpose would be trust building within the team. In initial meeting with each team member, your job would be primarily that of a listener. You listen to their role, their expectations, their risk, their issues, the solutions that they suggest, how they think they'll be able to deliver the best and meeting the expectations. You listen to each one of them and take notes of all that they say without passing any judgment. Remember, the objective is reconciliation and revenge is not the goal here. So once you have the understanding of their mindset, you have to choose 2 to 3 members from the team who can play the role of a change champions, who can influence the team members, especially the floating ones. Once you select the change champions, discuss with them your vision and how that would serve the interests of their team, including all the members. And if these change champions are convinced with your vision, then they would do the rest. Look, it's not possible for you to connect with every member of the team and convince each one of them. Only thing is, you have to choose the right guys who are already part of the team, therefore has a higher trust quotient within the team members, and you need to win their trust. And this strategy, taking the help of the change members to convince the rest of the team, would help you win your team in any difficult situation. Also remember those 3 keywords: communication, transparency, and integrity. And finally, I'm hosting my free webinar, Workplace Warrior Launchpad. That could be really helpful in your situation. In Workplace Warrior Launchpad, I'll be sharing strategies on how to deal with workplace challenges and build a future-proof career path. And I would love to have you join. And those of you who are watching this video, if you are a working professional, especially working in mid or senior level, then I would recommend you to join me on Workplace Warrior Launchpad, where I focus on job insecurity beside other workplace challenges. Please check below the first comment for the link to join the Workplace Warrior Launchpad. However, register only if you plan to join. And if you are facing any workplace challenge that you are looking for a solution to, you can connect with me. So with this is Kaushik Majumdar signing off here. See you on my next video. Till then, bye-bye.